is power. It has the capacity to create and destroy, manipulate and transform. It can shatter the very laws that govern each world. The infinite planes of the multiverse are home to countless mages. Yet for all their mastery over their craft, they are each bound to their own planes of reality, blind to the true vastness of the multiverse. But some mages are born with a potential for more. The spark, this gift, realized only upon facing a great ordeal. Once ignited, it allows the mage to travel between planes and draw from each plane's magic to reach heights of power otherwise impossible to achieve. They can begin their journey as a planeswalker.
Hello everyone, this is Zanza, back with another episode of Magic Duels. This episode, we're going to be taking on whatever this thing is. Arcrose has fallen under attack as harpies mercilessly swarm the city's walls. Every able body is needed. You and the other prisoners are released. The city's last hope to beat back the monsters. At this point, Gideon, or Kytheon, is 17, I believe. He has been training for 4 years under Hixus. So, luckily we have another 1-drop. Well, we have a 1-drop this match, so we're able to get something out on the field immediately. So, what my opponent has just played is a mana that can be that he can tap. You tap mana to add mana to your mana pool. That can add either a black mana or a green mana to his mana pool. Okay, here we go. We have a 2-drop, so we're gonna play that. And I don't see why we wouldn't attack with that. Okay, so just realized we have a 5-drop, which is something very expensive. It's flying and it has double strike. Double strike means that it deals damage before combat and during combat. First strike means that they deal damage before combat, so it'll clash with something with first strike, and will then attack again during the actual attacking phase. Okay. They have played a Fleshmad Steed. It is a 2/2. And whenever something else dies, that taps, meaning that if something dies before it gets to attack, it can't attack. Luckily, we don't have many instances that, I don't think we have any instances that actually do damage, and so we can't really deal with that. So I'm just gonna attack with our 2/1. He may block this, he may not. The AI usually tends to avoid as much damage as it can, even if it means getting rid of its only card on the field. But whatever. It's just how it's programmed. Plays green mana. And he plays a Bloom Widow. It has reach. That means that it can block creatures with flying. But as an added thing, just the Bloom Widow can only block flying creatures, so it can't block our 3/1. It has no more mana, so there's nothing you can do about it. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play that. We're gonna attack with our 3/1. Okay, he's down to 15. We're still at 20. Don't think we've taken any damage in the series yet, and we're already on episode 3. He doesn't decide to attack. He plays another Fresh Mad Steed. So now he has something on the ground that can deal with what we have. Okay, so we're now going to play our flying 2/2 with double strike. And we're going to only attack with our elk. Interesting. Yeah, he doesn't block. Plays another black mana. He now has... He can have up to 3 of either black or green mana, and 2 of the other. Forsaken Drifters. When Forsaken Drifters dies, put the top 4 cards of your library into your deck. For those who don't know, your library is where you see off to the side it says there's like a card and it says a number below it. That's your library. So he has to put the top 4 cards from that into his graveyard, which is this down here. Oh god, that thing is a 4/2. Okay, I'm gonna play both of these. And I'm going to attack with everything. Okay. So, we lose 2 cards, but his field is entirely wiped, and he has to give up he has to put 4 cards into his graveyard. Let's take a look at what those cards are. Yeah, he would stop interrupting me. So, it's 3 mana and a 4/3, which is... The game would actually let me read it. When this enters the battlefield, you may return target creature or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. So that's basically bringing something back from the dead. Okay. So we have another Great Heart we can play, so we're going to play that. He has the equivalent of... Yeah, he has the equivalent of our 2/1 in the form of his own 2/1. Except it does not have vigilance. In fact, it did make everyone take 1 damage. So I was saying, 2/2 flying creature, double strike, meaning it deals damage before like normal combat. And so it didn't take any damage, but it dealt 2 and killed off the other thing. Okay, Forsaken Drifters. We don't really have a way of dealing with that because... Oh, no wait, we do. It's 4/2, my bad. I was thinking it was a 2/4. I always get it mixed up since it's backwards. It, like, looks backwards, but it isn't, but... Okay. Well, that's useful. We're definitely gonna attack with that and that. We're gonna... You know what? We're not gonna attack with anything in case he decides not to block something. so we have something to defend with. Actually, wait. Okay, first strike. And he's dead. That first strike also works against players as well. So, we win, defeated the harpies. Your martial talents and magic skill. With your martial talents and your magic skills, you manage to fend off the onslaught of voracious harpies. However, you hear calls for help from the main gate. Before the harpies can regroup, you make your way along the walls towards the cries. Next time, we're going to be taking on this thing. Okay? See you guys then.